Hey guys, it's Thecardists and welcome back. And I want to quickly say before I start this video, I want to say a big thank you for everyone that commented on my last video and just let me know that the channel is going a bit downhill and I'm not happy with it. The quality of my videos has gone down and I'm not very happy. So today I'm going to be telling you what I'm going to be doing to fix this before we get into deck war. Today the deck wars are actually going to make sense. What I mean by this is I'm not going to do a bicycle rider back against an aviator. It's not going to be simple ones. It's going to be very good ones. And for the rest of the videos you guys have been asking for latest decks. So I have purchased some latest decks. It should be coming in the post this week and next week. I've ordered the Tycoons as well. So I should be receiving them very, very soon. Other than that, I want to give some credits and some shout outs to a few people. First off, Angry Birds Legos, The Epic Life of Me, Young Lee Ni, and Cubus Afra. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but that's what I wrote down. But I want you to check them out. There'll be a separate video at the end giving you a shout out. If you guys would like a shout out, a new addition to my channel, comment down, first come, first serve. The first 4 people will get a shout out at the end of the video. Some of the other things that are changing. I'm going to be doing hopefully more deck reviews in a week now, I'm hoping to bring out, and I'm also hoping to make the videos a bit more better quality, and I'm hoping to get more information in the videos. So now I'm going to do a lot more research into the decks, and I'm going to give you a lot more information. So hopefully this video will prove it to you guys, and please let me know what you think, because it just really helped me out. So I hope you had a great week, and let's get on into this deck war. Okay, so first off I'm going to be showing you the Authorising deck. Now there was 2 editions of this deck. There was a white edition, like the snow edition, and there was 2,500 of this deck printed. But the one I've got now, this is like more of the standard edition, and there was 5,000 of these printed. Now this was printed by the Blue Crown, as you may know, and it was designed, as you can see, just there by Hobro74, and it was printed in 2010. What I really like about this deck is just the artwork, and this is why I wanted to show this in the deck war. And the deck's meant to be like an early 1700s appeal, and also it's one of the Order of the Owl deck, so one of the kind of things from back then. And there was actually a printed error of this deck, and they accidentally printed 2 Queens of Hearts in this deck. But enough about information, let's have a look at the tuck case. So as you can see, it has a brown and kind of a goldy colour to it. As you can see, it has Authorism on the front there, and it has an owl with 2 keys just there, some nice scroll works in the corners of the deck. And it has like a crown there, the Blue Crown logo, and it has like lines going through the text, and as you can see, it's a very detailed front of the tuck case. On the side it has the Blue Crown, the US Playing Card Company, with 2 keys just there, sticking with the key theme there, with the nice borders going around, as you can see there. It has Authorism, and it has the nice keys there and there. And it has a copyright information stuff there and the Blue Crown logo. It also comes with some nice scroll work on the top there with a blue USPC seal. And the back design is a mirrored back, and it does not have a black border, it does have a white border, but you can see it continues with the same owl that you see on the front of the tuck case, and it has a key there, and it has the scroll work that you can see it's on the front of the tuck case as well. So it sticks with a lot of the themes that's what on the front of the tuck case. But other than that, even when you pop the tab, it has the nice design work there with a key, and a crown there, and a skull there. As you can see, this is a reveal, and it has like a club there, and it has our club, and it looks like a reveal there, really cool. So let's have a look what you get with the Shadow Masters deck. Okay, so first off with the Bicycle Shadow Masters. Now, first off, as always, I'm going to give a bit of information. Now, this deck was printed by Illusionist, as you probably know. There's probably over 10,000 of these decks printed, because I know there's different editions they've done, different finishes, but I can't state the exact amount that were printed. These were printed between 2009 to 2005, the original edition ones first, and it's quite early, quite new into when the company was formed. And there is 2 other editions of this. There is the red and blue edition that are just standard looking editions of this one, and that's basically all the information I have for this deck here. If you would like to get some information, feel free, that would be very helpful. So first up, it has Bicycle on the front, and this deck sticks with a black and white theme. It has Shadow Masters, Rider back, Shadow Masters, and this deck is one of the Illusionist decks that they brung out that had the theme of the bicycle back, just basically changed and a bit colorized. It has a nice ace of spades that you see on the other Shadow Masters, the red and blue, and it has an equal inside there with like a metal looking ace with the wings in the shadows just coming out, and I think it forms a really nice theme to the deck. It shows it's a very dark themed deck. And even with the text, as you can see, it fades to a black. It has air cushion finish, made in the USA, and it has the United States Playing Card Company. As you can see, it has a 7 of spades reveal, but it has bicycle and has some copyright information there, and this deck was printed in 2009. It has poker and illusionist on top, and it has a black USPC seal. The back design shows not really a big border, it shows a faded in border, and it has the bicycle. As you can see, it's faded in there as well. It shows the rider back design, but in a black themed, and as you can see, it has the woman there on a bike, the rider back, and as you can see, it is a mirrored back, but it just looks a faded design. So let's now have a look at the Authorism inside the deck. Okay, so let's head on in straight into this. So first off, as you can see, this deck has a white border, and the difference between the back design colour to the front is, as you can see, it's more of a goldy colour. This is more of a light gold. As you can see, it's kind of like a bronze colour to it. It's a really nice back design. It has a white border. It's not too of a thin border, it's just like a standard normal rider back border. It comes with the key there and there with the owl there as well. You can see it has a very detailed back design with the kind of scroll work in the back there, and it has like this kind of diamond, and then it has like a circle there in the back design, and I think that's really nice, and it stands out. Then you get some additional cards. Now first off, this is a duplicate. As you can see, if I go to the Queen of Hearts in the deck, you also receive another one, because they didn't print the Queen of Diamonds, you received a Queen of Hearts, so this was like a printing error. Then you receive a bubble card, so I'm not sure what you can use this for, but this is what came with it. If anyone could let me know, that'd be really cool. And then it gives you some information. You're holding in your hands a piece of history. In 2010, stories, artwork were developed in a book from the early 1700s that appeared, and it's just a bit of information, and you can pause the video to have a quick look if you like. Okay, there you go. Then you receive 2 jokers, and as you can see, these are just standard jokers, and these just have the key on it. It has Joker, and it has a custom Joker text just there with a custom font. And then you receive the Ace of Spades, and the Ace of Spades hasn't got an owl on it. It does have like a triangle with like some scroll work there, and it has the United States Playing Card Company, made in the USA, and it has a nice Ace of Spades that's upside down, so I think that's very different. And then you receive the rest of the pips, and as you can see, they're quite standard. It goes from the rest of the pips, as you can see, it's just standard bicycle pips, nothing different with this. And then you get to the royalty, the Jack, Queen, King, and as you can see, the Blue Crown have actually colourised them, made them a bit darker, like Fury 11 do. As you can see, they've just colour changed them a little bit more. Okay, so even with the Hearts royalty, as you can see, the King, Queen, Jack have the same colorization, just with a burgundy kind of red to them. Now with the Hearts, as you can see, they're bicycle standard, but the colour of them is just like a burgundy red, just like with the normal dark colours that Fury 11 always do, as I mentioned. The clubs are the same as the spades, just with the bicycle pips, not a lot to talk about with these. The royalty is nice. I do prefer plain royalty quite a lot, because it's easier to perform with the spectators. Same with the diamonds as well, and as you notice, there is no Queen of Diamonds because of the printing error. But I do have to admit, this deck is a nice deck. There is a few problems. I would have liked it if it had a thin border, but other than that, it's not something I don't mind. But this deck is something you can actually perform with. It's got a very nice back design, but also it has a very simple faces as well. So it's a very nice deck that you can go out and actually perform with. And it's a deck that I would personally use. Now we've looked at the Authorism, let's head on straight into the Shadow Master. Okay, so then you get the Shadow Masters. Now with the back design, as you can see, it has a black border, so when you do a fan, it does have a different look to it. It's just an all black border. The back design is just a normal rider back with a white to it. As you can see, what they have done is just faded it in the corner to give it more of the shadow theme. Then you receive some of the different cards. As you can see, you receive an Illusionist ad card, a very old Illusionist deck ad cards. Then you receive a double backup, a bit more information about design. As you can see, it's faded just in the middle there and on the centres, so it does give it more of a kind of ghosty theme, because this deck obviously is shadow, got to do with greys and stuff. And then you receive 2 jokers, and this joker is like a demon and it's holding an axe. You can see in its hand it's got like a, I can't remember what it's called, but it's one of those sand things you turn over and the sand drops. You can see if you receive one there, but then you receive this one, and it has a 3 of diamonds with the same character. So you have a reveal. You have 2 reveals in the deck. Then you get the Ace of Spades. As you can see, it has Bicycle there, and it continues. It has like a grey pips to the black cards, as you can see. It has a grey pip there, and it continues the whole way through. And it has this nice Ace of Spades that you see on the front of the tuck case saying Bicycle, and it has the United States Playing Card Company, Shadow Masters with the big metal looking ace there, like the shield going around it, and it has the wings that continue out of the ace. So it's very nice in an artistic perspective. Then you get to the 2s. As you can see, it has like a shaded colour to it, so they've been shaded to give it more of a shadow effect, so it really looks different. If you shake about it, as you can see, it has like, it's been shaded in certain parts. If I continue going through, like, a lot of it, as you can tell, has been shaded. Then you get to the royalty. As you can see, the Jack, Queen, King have been shaded as well. You got the dark colours to them, but it's very, very nice. I do recommend this deck just because of the artwork, and I think it's a very nice deck to have to your collection. But when you get to the hearts, okay, so even with the hearts, as you can see as well, the shadows look a little bit easier because black and red, as you can see, are very easier. Now the royalty is the exact same style, the same colour, it's just the pips, as you can see, have been shaded. You can see it there. Then with the hearts as well, you can see they've been shaded in the middle just to give it more of the shadowy theme, because it's like a very ghosty looking deck. Same with the clubs, just like, it's just a standard Bicycle, but they've just done a lot of things, like they've made it a lot bit different. And Magic Makers really started this, and they did like change the colours a little bit with the Bicycle standards. But what Illusionists have done is just made the deck a little bit more better, a little bit better in a way that it's just a normal Bicycle deck, and it's just, instead of being black, instead of being white, it's black. And they've also done a little few effects that are really, really nice, with like darkening the pip to make it look shadow. So it's just a lot of things they're doing in this deck of actually fixing the name, and that's what I prefer of this deck. Now, there is a lot of these decks printed, so trust me, getting this deck is very easy to get your hands on. But now, the handling is very important, because you don't want to go on the streets, or you don't want to be playing with this deck and don't want to get this deck and waste your money if the handling isn't good. So let's have a look at the Authorism first. Yeah, no, so let's get on to the handling of the Authorism. So, first off, we can do a fan with this deck, and it does do a really, really nice fan. But I have had this deck for about a year now, so it is becoming to clump. But after a year, what do you really expect? We can do a Riffle Shuffle this deck. Now, by the way, this has a really, really thin stock, so as you can see, it's starting to give up on me. But it can perform with a spring and a dribble, and that is just after a year. So after a year of me playing with this deck, it's still going. And you know, after that, you can do all the fans you want with this deck, and that's why I really prefer this deck. Now, when you're doing the Pharaoh, it can perform a Pharaoh quite nicely as well, and a Riffle Shuffle, it does with a breeze. But let's do a quick giant fan. Yeah, now we're going to do a Pharaoh. As you can see, doing a giant fan also looks really, really nice. We can also do a one-handed Riffle Shuffle there. Doing Riffle Shuffles, cuts, you know, spreading with this deck, and also, you know, you can do double lifts and colour changes, is a breeze. Now, if you're into cardistry, this deck can stick to clever. It is very nice for cardistry because of the back design. It looks a little bit different and unique as well. Charlier cuts are always good. Card productions are good. You can do certain flourishes of this deck, and that's what I like, as you can see, and it's an all-round nice deck for handling. But can the Shadow Masters... Okay, so with these Shadow Masters, now first off with the dribbling, they're a bit more of a harder stock, so it's a little bit easier to do dribbles and stuff because it's more of a thicker stock. These haven't clumped on me yet, but I have had these for a long time as well. Now, for dribbling, they do dribbling, and for fanning also, they look really, really nice in a fan with the like kind of shaded pips, so it gives it a really, really nice fan. We can also do a Riffle Shuffle, and we can also do Pharaohs with this deck. We'll see if we can do a giant fan with this deck. Let's get rid of this. As you can see, it can perform a giant fan, and it looks really, really nice in a giant fan. No problems there. We can do a Riffle Shuffle in a giant fan. Now, what I like about this deck is not just the colour, I think it's just because of the colour of the deck. What I mean by this is just the shadowing. So not like the black colour, but like the shadowing. So when you do like a Riffle Shuffle, it gives this really, really cool effect. Not like it's smoke coming out or anything like that, guys. Don't think that. Don't think that at all. But we can do, we can do, as you can see, we can do Charlier cuts. We can do card productions. Yeah, as I was saying, you can also do card productions of this deck, just like so. That's the Charlotte Cup. You can do card productions of this deck. You can also do double lifts, and you can do a really, really nice colour change because of the stock. And also spreading of this deck is a really, really nice, and that's what I like. It's a very sleek and nice deck. Now this is going to be a really hard decision, but which one is my favourite and why? Okay, so now I've got to pick a favourite, and this is a really, really hard one due to the fact that I do like personally both decks, but for the deck I'll have to pick on the relation of which deck you could actually use for Magic would have to be the Authorism, but for design perspective I'd go with the Shadow Masters, but my overall favourite deck that I'd prefer to use would be the Authorism for magic purposes. But it's just, they're both really, really nice decks. You can pick them both up. I will provide links if I can do so. For this one it may be a bit harder. This one I know it will be easier. You can get the JP playing cards at many other various stores. This one may be harder, but I will definitely get a link for you guys. Now, as I said before, there will be a few changes to the channel, and I want you guys to know that. Hopefully there'll be more videos being uploaded. The credits for the people at the end will be at the end of the video. Really check them out. Also check out my good friend Card Freak. Really, really nice guy. One of my best friends on YouTube. Such a nice guy, and outside of YouTube as well. Not just my friend on YouTube. That's it. You can only talk to him on YouTube. Bye. No, not just that. Also, some of the things is the quality of the video. Hopefully you noticed that I actually put a lot of effort into this video. I did a lot more research into it, so it's a little bit, sounds the video makes a lot more better. I've also kind of going to change the look of the channel a little bit, just make it a little bit more professional. I'm going to try and even get my autocorrect on. I'm really going to try hard for this channel, guys. I'm really sorry I let you guys down, and I hope you guys, please tell me what you thought of this. Please be positive. Tell me what you think. Tell me honestly. I don't want you to lie to me. If you were disappointed, let me know. There's going to be more videos hopefully coming out, also going to be more caller videos coming out, and also just to keep up with you guys, I've ordered some new decks from some Magic sites, so there are going to be some brand new Illusionist and Theory 11 reviews coming soon. Now also, don't forget guys, I won't be forgetting to do my crazy deck reviews, so I will be doing those videos as well, but I will definitely be reviewing the newest decks soon. I've got the Run playing cards on their way, Tycoons, and many Madison decks as well. So that's it guys, I hope you guys had a really nice weekend. Comment down below to get yourself a shout out in the next video. Give the video a big old like and a subscribe just up there, and check out a previous video just up there. That's it, I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
Thank you.